Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2. Yeah, it's been great so far. Everything's been good. So, this episode is about how can we trust people in the life that we go through. So, the way that I think about this sort of stuff is when, especially in my younger years, when I was going through those partying stays and working stays in high school, all that stuff. I realized that when you go through like a certain situation and you reach out for help or you tell them how you feel, and I know that people don't know what to say, or they don't really know how to comfort you in a way to make you feel better in some sort of way. And that's okay. However, there will be some cases that when you express yourself of how you truly feel, and especially when you need a help as well, to seek advice or seek some sort of validation from your friends who you think that are friends that you trust. And I feel like when you tell them how you feel and they don't really take that into consideration, but you keep on hanging out with them until you feel like you don't really trust them anymore and you sort of back away. And it has been a long time for me to realize that. And it comes with experience, and it comes with a big downfall when you hit rock bottom, and you gotta take a step back and be like, okay, why isn't this always happening? Why am I always facing this sort of same situation all the time with different group of people, different personalities and all that stuff? It's because they don't really care, and they don't really want the best interest of you. They don't really want to invest in that friendship or that connection with you, or they don't really trust you either. They think less of you. Well, that's what I went through, and yours can resonate with what I went through. Take it with the right attitude as well. Take it with the right attitude, and try to learn from my experience and how I express the way that I went through with some people. So let's start from some experience that I went through back then. I remember hanging out with a group of boys, partying, drinking, and just having a crush on a chick. Not that wasn't part of the group, and having that guy friend as well. And then especially when I was naive and just drinking and partying like every other teenagers or young adult, and expressing that feeling of feeling rejected by other girls, and expressing that to the girl that you like, and to the girlfriend that like her as well, and telling them that, and then expressing yourself made me feel like I wasn't as manly as I can seem. And I think that was one of the things that I kept doing for a long time, expressing my emotion, letting it out, not controlling it, especially when I'm drinking and drunk. It's not really a good way to express myself in a way that can have some meaningful value to people. And it's really true. Like, you can find who you can connect with as you get older and can hold those emotions, and you can still express it and control it. But like, if it's like to the wrong people, then it's always become in a cycle. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with like trusting people with how you feel and all that stuff. At the end of the day, as long as you are being yourself, being who you are, truly who you are, then people that you think that you trust, that really like give you like that meaning of, okay, I can't trust this person anymore, then it is what it is. We can't control people. We can't control like them talking about what we say or the way that they judge us. When we give them 100% of ourselves, when we fully open and tell them how we feel. Because like, really, like, people do that a lot when we open up and talk about ourselves. We express a lot, and then they use that information to some sort of like valuable like information that they can use it against us when things doesn't go their way. And in that sense, you can tell that they should be not trusting them more, or you shouldn't even be involved with them anymore if you don't really want to be in that sort of like atmosphere or that vibe, or with those people that you don't want to become as well. And we truly understand this when we get older and we go through certain stuff in life. And yes, we will keep our walk close, not being open up to a lot of people after getting crushed so many times, like trusting people and then they letting you down. Don't let that affect you to more opportunities in the future. And I always said, like, keep your mind open about it, but don't trust people too easily. You can. It's all about testing the person by expressing a little bit of yourself, but not too much information. And once you do that, you can truly tell if they are genuine or not, to build up connection with you. And if they really just want the benefit of the friendship, then I wouldn't even put any more effort if you can tell there's only like one-way street and not two-way street. But yes, of course, people are also going through stuff in their life, and we can't really judge them by that. We can still say this to ourselves. They are going through stuff. Maybe they're not ready to open up yet, as to I am ready to open up. And it's always like that as well. When you trust some people, when you open up, they get scared and they be like, I can't do much with this information. I don't want to. It doesn't really, like, I just don't care about the information that they give me. People can be like that. They just don't care if it doesn't really matter to them, no matter how much you're open to people. That can be some other case as well, when you try to make that connection with people, but they still have that doubt that you are not being 100% yourself. people do have doubts that you're not being you, even when you're fully expressing yourself 100% the truth. And I do feel that a lot. And yeah, like it's hard to tell unless you do spend like more time with that certain person, giving your effort and just being yourself, expressing who you truly are. Then at the end of the day, if the person really value you and trust that you are being 100% of yourself and with what you are saying, especially when you tell them everything about you, you feel like, okay, maybe this is my person, maybe this is my people, and you can be whoever you want or who you really are. Because when we trust people too much, we forget our own sanity, where we have to like believe that we had to go through certain things in life to have that sanity of, okay, I can trust people again. And plus, I just don't get it as well sometimes. Like, I don't know why people always put up the guard. Of course, I do understand that they have been through life and they have been betrayed before for them to not believe people anymore, not trusting them anymore. Even when people are being genuine to them, then people tend to close up, even because they always have that defending mechanism or coping in order to protect themselves. And it's okay to have that coping mechanism. It's understandable. I know life gets in the way. And we do have all this life experience that we go through. We go through people that we trust before, and then we don't trust them anymore. And then we keep going through those phases until we build all these walls up. Unless we work on ourselves. We need to work on ourselves to be able to trust again. And it's not, every person is always different. We can't compare other people to each other in trusting, but that's really up to who we meet along the way, and it's up to our deduction on that person of how much you have that connection with them or not, to open up and trust them, able to trust again. For me, like, the way that I see things is that to trust somebody, you just have to be who you are. Be yourself 100% and open up as much as you can. But like, if you do that, if you do see that they don't really take you for granted, or they just believe that you're lying, or they doubt you, they judge you, then pull back. Because you clearly understood the subject of being who you are, expressing yourself without any like ill intention behind creating that connection with them, with another person. And of course, we can't control how they think, how they feel, and the way that they judge you and all that stuff. We can't control any of that. We just have to be 100% of who we are. Just talk about whatever, because let's think about it. Like, at the next in the next 5 years, are they even gonna worry about it? What you did like 5 years ago, or what you say? They could, because it could have an impact on them, but it really depends as well. Like, it might impact them, but like think about it on yourself. Like, let's say that I did like cocaine like 5 years ago, and I don't do it, and I don't do it anymore. And I tell people that, oh yeah, I did cocaine like 5 years ago. Does that really affect your character or who you are today? I don't think so. And as long as you're not doing anything bad and being open up about it, and if it doesn't really affect you from the past to the future, then it should be okay to open up about that, because you can clearly understand if they do believe in you, or that they can break your trust as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff that we go through. I believe like, even like, there was a situation where I trusted this person as well, and I was like, okay, don't tell this person blah blah blah, don't tell that other guy or that other girl. That's what I said, and then they go out and tell them, and you're just like, okay, what now? And people will always make assumptions as well when you do tell them the truth. Like, they are always doubt. There will always be doubt. Even when you are being genuine, you have like clear good intention for them, and they don't really believe you anymore after you even give them that good intention of like telling them what happened, giving them the information that they needed to make better decision in their life. But they turn around and just be like, I don't want to trust that guy anymore, that person, because he said this, he said that. It doesn't really sit with them. And yes, you can lose trust like that. You can lose a person like that, even when you are being 100% honest with them. And it's okay to be like that. Life happened, and that's okay. And I know that there would be like certain people that still believe in you, even you are being not 100% honest. And sometimes you even doubt people as well when you are being genuine, and be like, okay, what if that person doesn't like me, even when I'm being open and all that stuff? It is what it is. It's up to them to like you or not. And we do learn that the hard way or the easy way, depending how we grew up in the household, or the life that we go through, and the peers that we grew up with, and all that stuff. Yeah. And I would like to end this episode with, be who you are. Be 100% who you are, honest. And eventually, the people that you give the good energy to, or that can like resonate with who you are or respect you as a person, will take values from you and have that connection. At the end of the day, be who you are, and don't ever change for anybody else but yourself. Thank you for tuning in, and goodbye.